Hey, what's up, guys? This video I'm going to talk about some unconventional ideas when it comes to being fit and why that's attractive to women, why women think that's sexy. And that's kind of like, Captain Obvious. Yeah, that's obvious that that's the case. Muscularity is one of the 3 M's that I say that that's a desirable trait for a woman. Muscularity, masculinity, maturity. And when it comes down to muscularity, there's a primal reason why women are hardwired to find that attractive, right? And funny story, so I'll give you an example. My girlfriend has like this calendar that she uses for, marking appointments and, scheduling things. And the calendar is like firefighter guys. It's one she got for like some charity thing through her school. So the whole calendar is shirtless firefighters, okay? And her friend was over and they're both giggling and looking at the pictures of hot firefighter guys in front of me, and I was laughing about it too. It's no big deal. But it just shows you that, a firefighter guy who's like, there's some evolutionary kind of components there, why they're hardwired to be attracted to that. And especially like firefighters is because like there's a protective element there. A hot, fit guy, muscular guy can protect a woman. And back in the day, that was key for survival, okay? It's like the survival to protect your family against other tribes, other men, animals, you know what I mean? Being able to do all of imagine the chores at the time of pre-civilization. Like it was literally must have been really hard struggle, right? The fit survive, literally. And that is still hardwired in our brains, okay? In our whatever primal center of our brains it is. Things are not much different now, okay? And sorry, just a traffic situation here. Yeah, so that's like the one thing I want to get off. And the other thing it shows is that you take care of yourself, that you're healthy, and there's a reproductive component to that as well, which is, it shows that you have like testosterone, and that's like, again, hardwired into the women's mating behavior, okay? So if you're naturally not a big guy, and that goes with height as well, but if you're a bit of on the skinny side, and you're not getting attention from women and you're wondering why, I think it's necessary to bulk up a bit, okay? And conversely, if you're a bit too big, if you're a bit on the obese side, you need to cut down and be more muscular, okay? Because right now even though you might have some big muscles in there, if you're a big guy, but if you're a bit too bulky, you have to do the opposite. You have to cut down, okay? So I'll outline the best way to do both of this, okay, in a bit. But I got to get back to the basic kind of thesis of this video, which is why it's so attractive. And women, it's something they just will notice immediately. It's like one of the first things that they'll notice with you, okay, is that you have good body proportions and you're muscular, okay? So it's just like a switch that flips in them. It's the walking in the room effect. Like if you walk in a room and a woman looks up to you, it's just like something within her just ignites the fact that you're a bit on the bulkier side, okay? You fill out your shirt well, strength and size, that matters, okay? Women also like a guy who's bigger than them, okay? So like in size and height as well. So that's important, especially if you want a fit woman. You have to be more fit than her, and obviously fit women are hot. You know what I mean? I was just at the gym. There's a lot of hot ass fit women there. I look up and I see a hot chick wearing the tight pants, exercise pants, right, with their ass just bam, right? And it's that catches your attention, right? And it's the same with women. And it doesn't mean that you have to be super fucking jacked like bodybuilder, not even, but nice, muscle mass size. I can't stress that enough. Okay, so I'm going to move on to how to do it. If you're somebody who's on the not so muscular side, you're going to have to do a strength/bodybuilding training routine, and that will include doing bench press, pull-ups, probably assisted pull-ups. If you don't have much muscle mass, it's going to be hard to do actual pull-ups. So assisted pull-ups, or conversely pull down machine. I said bench press, some types of rowing movement will be key for back development. Shrugs for upper trap development. Obviously arms, so bicep curls and arm extensions. And then I recommend, for putting on size, deadlift, because it's kind of like a full body movement, and it's going to work your legs, which then will create more testosterone in your body, put on more size as well. So you have to do that. You can also throw in some other sport that you might like. I recommend boxing. It's a great one. I do it, and you'll get in mad shape real quick on doing boxing. If you're on the fatter side of things, some type of high intensity interval training will be good, and you can do higher intensity interval training if you're skinny too, but that's great. It'll just make you sweat out and sweat off all your fat. Then something else like MMA or boxing, again, beautiful. There's a reason why boxers, they can cut so fast. Like, I don't know if you've seen some guys, they drop like 20 or 30 pounds within like a very short period of time. Okay, a lot of that's water weight, but it's bloatingness, and that's what a lot of guys who are a bit bloated are, right? There's a lot more excess weight on them, so you can cut that down. You'll also burn off a lot of fat real fast too. If you stick with it, if you do it 3 times a week, recommended, boxing, and then that high intensity interval training like CrossFit, man, you'll cut down and you'll carve yourself up, your muscular trim up, and real quick. So it might take a while. It might take a year to also put on some size or bring off some size, but it's a long-term investment. Okay, just stick with it. I know it's hard to stick with something, but if you create a habit, it'll just become that easy. I go every day not every day, but I train after work. Like, that's my time where I train. You know what I mean? I don't go later, I don't go earlier. It's just like I have this time specifically. I go and I just do it. I don't think about it or anything, even though I'm not feeling it. I just do it. Okay, that's what you gotta do. And obviously, eating well is going to be key to that too. If you're putting on size, you might need to eat a little bit more calories, but clean. And if you're on the losing fat, again, maybe cut out the foods, obviously, that ultra processed foods and things like that, and eat clean and portion your meals. Create like maybe food prep. That's what I'm actually going to do tonight. I'm going to create some food preps, chicken and pasta and chicken and rice types of things. And I don't like to make like too big of a meal prep, so I'm like overly full. Like, I keep it so I'm satisfied. I'm like saturated, I guess you would say, satiated with the right carbs and proteins and minerals. But it's not like at the end of my food prep, when I eat one, I don't feel like I'm like weighed down or anything. Okay, so get that. That's the right portion size you should be looking for on that. So once you've done that and your product size, you'll notice very quickly that not just women, but people in general will treat you differently. And if you're over the age of like 40, you might want to consider TRT or TRT plus or HRT to make this process of putting on size easier, because the older we get, the harder it can be. It's not that it's impossible. It'll just take a lot more harder work, and it'll take longer. Okay, so if you get your hormone balance, like say like the hormone levels that you do when you're like 20 to 25 years old, if you can get that testosterone level up, then it's going to be that much easier. So that's just something to consider. I'm not telling you to do that, but it's possible. And once you do, I heard of a lot of guys who get on testosterone or start doing steroids, and within a matter of like months, they're getting way different attention from women. Okay, so something to consider. What are you guys' thoughts on this so far? I know it's obvious, obviously, like a nice muscular body, you're going to be it's more attractive, right? But women are a bit more subtle about like their expressing of these emotions. Like they won't necessarily do it in front of you. Like they're more like subtle about it. But as guys, we're just open to the fact that we like hot chicks, right? Hot fit chicks. So they do too, if not more. You know what I mean? And once you have the hot body, you notice you're going to get a lot of looks. Some girls are a lot less subtle than others too. Some girls will just straight up check you out right in front of you, especially if you're wearing jogging pants or something, and you got bulge and things like that. They'll fucking be looking right at your dick, I promise. So if you're hot, so that's what I would recommend. Anyway, I think it's again pretty obvious, but if you're a guy that's in your early 20s, say, or 20s in general, or whatever, it doesn't matter what age you are, and it's like you're not getting the attention from a woman yet, and you're not muscular build, then I would consider it. You still got a lot of time left in your life. You're still young. You can still put on muscle easily. So just do it. And you'll be thanking me later, I promise you. When you actually now, that doesn't mean that when you're muscular, you're automatically going to be getting a woman if you don't have good other traits, characteristics. So, but it's definitely up there in the top 5 things to have. Okay, so and you'll feel better. You'll be more confident, and if I didn't go to a gym for like a week, I would feel like shit. I'd feel depressed. Gym is like a therapy, and it's like an antidepressant. So when you feel better, you'll gravitate. You'll have more gravitas to be attractive as well with women, because they'll see you as being confident and somebody who looks good, who feels good. Okay, I'll leave it there, guys. What are your thoughts? Leave in the comments section below. Thank you for watching. Peace.